Hey, welcome back. I was just scrolling through my phone, trying to order a ride, maybe some groceries, and it hit me. With every tap, I wasn't just spending money. I was feeding a system that feels, in some strangely familiar ways, like we've gone back in time. Not with steam engines and top hats, but with algorithms and smartphones. And that's what I want to talk about today. I'm Ibnul Jaif Farabi, and this is the Unraveling Thread. Today, we're pulling on a thread that connects the coal mines of the past to the gig economy of the present. Episode 28, The Return of Company Scrip, Digital Tokens in the Gig Economy. So, let's start with a history lesson. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, in places like company mining towns or lumber camps, workers were often paid not in federal currency, but in something called company scrip. These were tokens, or paper notes, issued by the company itself. They were only spendable at the company store, where prices were inflated. You lived in company housing, bought company goods, and your entire economic life was a closed loop controlled by your employer. The goal was simple: create dependency. It trapped workers, made it nearly impossible to save real money to leave, and concentrated wealth and power back into the company's hands. We look back on that now and think, wow, that was a different, more brutal era, right? Now, fast forward. You're a gig worker today. You drive for a rideshare app, you deliver food, you complete microtasks online. Your wage isn't just a paycheck. It's a digital token in an app, a number that goes up with each completed trip. And here's the first parallel. That token's value is entirely defined by the platform. They set the rate for the ride, they take their cut, and they deposit not dollars, but platform credit into your in-app account. You can cash it out for a fee, or you can spend it within their ecosystem. And what an ecosystem it's become. This is where the modern company store emerges. It's no longer a single physical building. It's a digital marketplace. Need gas for your gig car? Use our partnered gas station app and get cashback in platform tokens. Need a phone plan? Here's our exclusive deal, payable from your earnings. Want to get paid instantly? That's instant cash out for a small transaction fee, a modern-day equivalent of cashing your scrip at a loss at the company office. The platform even offers banking services, cash advances, and rewards. It's a seamless, convenient, and incredibly sticky closed loop. Your earnings are incentivized to cycle right back into services that tie you more deeply to the platform. The goal, just like a century ago, is dependency and retention. But we call it engagement and loyalty. But the modern twist goes deeper than just spending. It's about behavior. The old company boss might have stood on the porch with a stopwatch. Today, the boss is an algorithm. Your digital tokens aren't just currency, they're a score. A 5-star rating unlocks more opportunities, access to better rewards tiers. A low acceptance rate of rides might push you down the queue. These behavioral nudges, accept this many rides in a row for a bonus, maintain this rating, are the invisible architecture of control. They dictate how you work, when you work, and what you must do to earn not just a living, but the privilege to earn a living on the platform. The script isn't just for spending, it's a metric of your compliance. I think about this from my own perspective as an engineer and someone who builds systems. The elegance of this digital script system is terrifying. It offloads all the traditional responsibilities of an employer: minimum wage guarantees, benefits, equipment maintenance, insurance, onto the worker, while maintaining a level of oversight and control that a factory foreman could only dream of. It creates the illusion of freedom, of being your own boss, while using behavioral economics and closed-loop finance to guide your every move. As a storyteller, I see the same narrative being sold: independence. But the underlying plot is about a new kind of consolidation of power. So where does that leave us? Are gig workers just digital-age coal miners? The comparison isn't perfect, and that's important to say. There is flexibility here that didn't exist. The ability to log on and off is real. But the power dynamic, the architectural dependency, has this haunting resonance. The unraveling thread here shows us that exploitation doesn't always look like a grim-faced man in a suit. Sometimes, it looks like a friendly app icon on your phone. It speaks in the language of convenience and empowerment. The modern company town isn't a geographic location. It's a digital platform with millions of inhabitants. And the Scrip is the data-driven, behavior-modifying token system that keeps the whole economy turning. largely to the benefit of the platform owners. The takeaway isn't that we should smash the apps. Technology is neutral. It's the structures we build with it that matter. The question we have to ask is about portability and power. Can a worker take their rating, their token history, to a competing platform? Can they unionize across an app? Is the digital script truly convertible into real economic freedom, or is it designed to be spent within the walls of the digital company store? For me, Ibnul, sitting here in New York, but remembering the vibrant, sometimes chaotic economies of my home in Bangladesh, I see a global pattern. Wherever capital meets labor, there's a push to make labor captive. The form evolves, but the thread remains. Our job, as users, as workers, as citizens, is to see these systems clearly for what they are. To demand that digital tokens represent real, fungible value, not just a new leash. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Unraveling Thread. If this conversation resonated with you, please share it with someone who thinks deeply about the world we're building. For more from me, and from the entire team here, visit our home at Light Not Studios. https://www.lightnotstudios.com. I'll be back soon with another thread to pull. Until then, take care.